One of the best ways to sell low ticket is to have a mini course. But the issue is a lot of you are overcomplicating the mini course process. So what I thought I would do today is to show you behind the scenes of a couple of my best-selling mini courses that have actually been so amazing on their own for, drawing in new clients, building that trust, getting them interested in what it is that I actually teach on. And these have proven to also lead clients down the pathway to a higher ticket offering, which if you are a coach, mentor, service provider, teacher, healer, who has some sort of deeper aspect of working with you, whether that's proximity, one-to-one, retreats, workshops, etc. If you are setting up a really easy pathway for your clients to follow, you are absolutely laughing. You've got a fantastic business model that is effortless, that is easy, where you never need to push or convince your clients to actually move through the bigger stuff. So one of the best ways to do this, in my opinion, is having mini courses in your repertoire, on your website, for people to go ahead and taste test your work and to also really understand your teaching style, to see whether or not the way that you teach, mentor, and coach is also conducive with their energy or the way that they learn. So it's something that I know personally for me when I'm looking for coaches or anyone that I need to pick their brain on. First and foremost, what's important is that their teaching style suits my learning style. So there's a mixture of those elements to also show when you are creating a mini course. Don't get me wrong, I love an ebook. I love a PDF. I have many of those on my website also. And I really find from a behavioral perspective, a lot of the clients who have been in my world for some time really like the reading element. They like to read about how I think about something, my philosophy. They like to go deeper there. But I would say the mini course is awesome for people who are relatively cold to your world. They're new, they've just landed somewhere, maybe from a YouTube video, maybe from your podcast. And mini courses, when they're priced a certain way, are just such fantastic doorways into understanding you better as a coach. Okay, with that being said, let's jump straight into an example of a mini course that I have created. This is called Course in a Day. It has been one of my best-selling courses and it's done super, super well. When it first came out, we had it selling for $27 and it went to $47 and then went to $97. I'm a big fan of tiered pricing, where you have like an early bird, then you have sort of this mid place where it lands for a little while, whilst those who missed out on the early bird, they can still come in at a sale price, and then it lands at a full price sitting on your website. I'll talk about this in another video, but coming back to this topic, let's take a look at what a mini course actually looks like. Now, before I go into what is in each of the modules, the first thing I want you to feel, and hopefully you do, is that as you're landing on this, it feels like a course you may have paid hundreds of dollars for, if not thousands of dollars for. I've had courses that have ranged from $500 up to a few $1,000s in my career as an online coach. And I must say, the way that I chose to set up my mini courses are no different to the way that I've chosen to present my higher tier offers. So that's really exciting. The other thing I want to also share is where I have this housed, because I know I'm going to get questions on this, is a system called Kartra. I have used Kartra for pretty much my entire online career, 7+ years. It has been a ride or die for us. It has been fantastic in terms of housing our courses, our email list, our payment system. It is truly all-in-one. So if you want to go and check that out, I'll leave the link in the show notes below so you can go and have a look at the system itself. It is definitely on the pricier side, but I found that there are other systems out there where as soon as you start having 2 or 3 different systems, it all adds up anyway. And what I love about Kartra is that they don't take a cut on the courses that you sell. It's very important to me, so I'd rather just pay a one-off yearly fee and be done with it. All right, so let's have a look. The mini courses that I create are typically, little mini videos. So this introduction video here is 4 minutes long. So it is very easy to then just watch and then read the notes and then you move on to the next. Inside of module 1, I have 4 videos, and inside of the 4 videos, it's also set up in a very similar way where you will have the video itself and then action items, links that are useful, any tools and resources that I'm going to get my clients to click to for additional learning or reading. You'll also see, based off my teaching style, that it's really similar to how I share here on YouTube. It's very much about, let me show and tell, let me show and share. Let me share my screen. Here's the iPad. Here is the behind the scenes. It has a very familiar feel when you land in my coursework. And there is a strategy behind that. I want you to feel as though you're in the same room. There's a real trust and a knowing of what you're going to get. If you love my YouTube videos, you'll love what I've got inside of my courses because it already has this sense of, I know what she's about. I know how Ruby teaches. Now I get to go deeper inside of the coursework itself. So I wanted to show you this. This is a 5-minute long video. And if you listen at, you can change the speed. So if you listen at 2 times speed, 2 minutes 50, fantastic. And each of these modules, they are chunky. Each of these have videos, also very palatable. Module 2 has 4 videos. Module 3 has 6 videos. So this is definitely more of the technical video speaking to how I set up these mini courses. Guys, if you're interested in exactly how I record a course in a day, have it all set up and ready to go for sale, then this is actually the course for you. So you can go and check out the show notes. I'll leave you a special YouTube price if you are keen. And it's still very low ticket. It's not going to be $97, but you get all of this on the inside as well. So this is really, something that I want to show you. Another really important factor is this. When you have your mini courses and anything set up, you obviously want your customers and your clients to receive that win, to be able to take a course like this. The outcome here is that they're sitting down, recording the course and feeling really confident in front of camera, something that they can put together and sell to market really quickly so that you start to turn your audience into not just leads, but into buyers. Fantastic. My clients are getting that win. But as alongside that, you will also see that there's always a link out to my deeper offer. There's always a link out to the mastermind component where there is live coaching, where we build the low ticket flow into high ticket, where there is a community, where there's proximity. So make sure that you also have something like this linked out inside of your courses. You will get people who will say, oh, it just feels like I'm being sold to inside of a mini course and all those sorts of things. Your job is not to worry about how it is being perceived. Your job as a business owner is to ensure that your clients have the very next step available to them. And that is just part of being a coach, right? You're not wanting to leave them hanging. You're actually wanting to give them further support as they need. Also, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, your job is to make money and to make sales. I know some of you don't want to hear that, but that is it. How do you run a business without the lifeblood, which is cash flow, helping your company and your business grow so you can help more people, so you can give back to your community? So sometimes you just need to shut out some of those negativities. And I will always stand by the fact that if someone's willing to comment on these things and just, share the things that maybe aren't so conducive to your success, you just have to ask, has that person done what you've wanted to do? Only ever take advice from people who have done the things, right? That have shown that they have set themselves up as an example and as a leader in the community. All right, with that little spiel done, I'm going to show you another example of a low ticket mini course. Again, in the same price range, $47 or so. And this is really going to give you another look at a not so different setup, but you'll see the differences as well. So let's share that screen here. Take you across to this course called Low Ticket to High Ticket Pathway. So this is more about the strategy. This is more about the sales flow. This is more about why my low ticket offers lead so beautifully into higher ticket spaces where there is, Q&As, hot seats, one-to-one coaching, Voxer access, which is a walkie-talkie app, community access, request your resources type of space. Really, really fun. But a lot of my clients who set up low ticket offers, they find it difficult to create that bridge, This course talks about how to create that bridge. So as you enter this course, again, it feels very premium. There's the notes there alongside the welcome video, and here are the modules. So do you remember in the last course, the modules were set 1, 2, 3 across the board? This is one module with 9 videos on the inside. Now, what's interesting about this offer is in total, this offer was 100 minutes long in video content. So just over an hour and a half. Obviously, you can 2 times speed me. So a lot of people are getting through this one with so much ease and effortlessness. They're also learning really quickly. They're also applying really fast. It's easy for them to get through it. I'm getting so many messages from clients who have done this just going, oh my God, you've explained this in less than 100 minutes. And it's something that I had asked a lot of other mentors and guides on how to do this exactly. I've spent thousands on it, and I could get the answer from this course, which was literally $47. Or now if you see it on the website, it's $97. And that just makes it feel so good for both parties. It makes me feel like I've delivered something that is really answering a specific key challenge and a question, and it's also helping my clients apply that quick win into their businesses. So I want you to think about how that's also working currently in your ecosystem. Again, each of these videos are bite-sized, they are small. This one here is 15 minutes long, and again, all the reflection points, resources, link outs, things like go and look at this particular Google Doc, go and download this Google Sheets. This is the template I use. Everything is inside of the bottom of this video. And so it feels, again, like premium content, something that you would pay a lot of money for. So you might have heard me say this quite a few times, where it feels premium, but it's priced quite low. The place that we want to land, let me just change my screen and eyeball you guys. The place that we want to land with anything that is a low ticket mini course type of offer is that you're not wanting to give them the whole enchilada. You don't want to be like, here is the whole thing, now bite into. Have you ever had this massive burrito and you just don't know how you're going to eat it? It's just like, oh, this is just so difficult. It's sloppy, it's messy. I guess it's kind of part of the fun. But instead, I want you to think about talking specifically about, I don't know, the type of rice that goes into the burrito that makes it good. You know what I mean by that example? Get specific into one ingredient. So I could literally, share an entire course on how to be a successful business owner. I've been in business now for almost 8 years. Wild. How I think about money, how I think about energy, how I think about sales, how I think about customers, how I manage my team, my role as a CEO, my role as a content creator. Too much, guys, too much, that obviously you wouldn't want to put that in a low ticket offer anyway, because it doesn't feel like a match price wise. But if I'm just simply talking about what I do to create a course in a day, and I can help someone do that, think about all of the other questions that would fall from that. Wait, okay, so I've created a course in a day now. How do I exactly market it? How do I sell on Instagram stories? Oh, I got a course on Instagram stories. Go and grab it. Great. My organic reach kind of sucks, Rubes. Like, what are you doing in terms of ads? Oh, I've got a course on boosted ads. Let me show you. Somebody else might be going, you know what? I want to understand, do you have like a strategy map? Like, how do you think about the bigger picture? Yes, I have an ebook. It's called the 2026 Playbook. It's my entire strategy. Go and grab it. It is a fun 33-page read for those of you who love reading. I literally have clients who will, download the 33 pages, print it off, and highlight every single paragraph. It's amazing. I love seeing those so much. But do you see what I mean? Like, you've got all these little ingredients that you're giving people. And it's not meant to take away from the bigger thing that you're leading them to, but when it's done right, when it feels premium, when it feels intentional, because you're working backwards. You're working backwards from the big offer that you have, but you're giving them the little ingredients that they need to feel that confidence, feel that activation that they can achieve it too. So I hope that this has helped. Please let me know in the comments what questions you have specifically to do with mini courses, anything to do with creating something that is lower ticket. I'm happy to answer on pricing, whatever is coming to mind as you are watching this. If this video has literally set off a couple of light bulbs, I would love it if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. The channel's doing so well. I'm continuing to grow it all year long. Also, I have another video for you which I want you to click to right away, which is going to help you with the sales component of what we're building here. I'll see you over there.